eat dinner yet, but
You want a piece of pizza?
no. It's not. Sorry. I just don't want a piece of pizza.
That's okay. What are you guys having for dinner?
Leftovers.
Yum.
Yum. The girls had hot dogs.
Yes.
And Josh is having either burrito or the sliders that I made yesterday. But I hope he doesn't have sliders because I want them.
So he'll probably have the sliders. Yeah.
He didn't like them as much.
Oh.
Because they were made with Hawaiian rolls.
What? That's a...
You know, starting to eat gluten again, I'm finding that two things that I really missed are Ritz crackers and Hawaiian rolls. I don't just sit around eating them all the time, but when I do, I savor every flippin' bite. And I'm going to try to make some this weekend, my own homemade Hawaiian rolls.
Oh, yeah.
With my bread machine.
You know, they have, like, Hawaiian hot dog buns now, and...
They have Hawaiian gluten-free bread, but it's, like...
Not as great.
It's just the texture. It's just so spongy.
Yeah, it's so good. Welcome to our podcast.
Where we talk about food.
Yummy.
And also paranormal and true crime and neighborhood drama.
A little bit of dabble in that. That's Bree.
And that's Amy.
And
this is What's with the Neighbors.
What's with the Neighbors? We're one episode away from episode 50.
Oh, man. Man, I don't even know what story I'm doing yet.
I know, me either.
I know what I'm doing for our year story. Anniversary story.
Oh, yeah.
Which is 52. Right?
Yes.
We decided that, right?
Yes.
It's 52.
But
that makes so much sense to me because there's 52 weeks in a year.
Correct. But I thought we decided we were going to share a story. Or did we nix that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We don't have to do that. We could do it for next
week.
For
50?
Yeah.
We should do that for 50.
Yeah.
Because I need more time for my one story.
Okay. I think I know what I'm doing for 52. But for 50, I didn't know what I was going to do. So... Yeah, it's been one that it's overdone, but I wanted to do it. So, it's not who you think it is. Don't worry about it. It's not Ted Bundy.
I was about to say, is it Ed Hundy? Does it rhyme with Ed Hundy?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I'm really excited for Ted Bundy.
Do you want to tell your story first, or you told your story first last week?
Yeah, I'll tell my neighborhood story first.
Okay.
Let's see.
We know last week's episode was super long, you guys. We're not sorry.
Also, sorry for it being really freaky and just a lot.
It was a lot last week. So it was a super heavy story. So we're trying not to, or a super heavy episode. So we're trying not to make it as heavy this week.
Yeah. We're trying to go lighter on the weight.
Yeah. As I'm looking at my story, I'm like, ooh.
All right. So this says, meanwhile, in Ranchero, Cordova, California. This is on Nextdoor app.
Okay.
And I don't think I've done this one yet. I've had this one saved for a very long time, but I don't remember doing this one.
Okay.
All right. So it starts off. So embarrassing with, the emoji with the hand over the face.
Uh-huh.
I just want to say thank you to the lady that walked with me this morning with both our dogs. I did not realize that you were not the gal I was supposed to be walking with. Just this week, I joined a walking group, and today was my first day. When I ran into you, I really thought you were the gal I was supposed to be meeting. I did not mean to stalk you all the way to your house, and thank you for listening to my crazy life story about my broken computer and teaching first grade and distance learning. All I know is she teaches fifth grade in Ranchero. As soon as she walked into her house, Jody, the lady I was supposed to be meeting, called asking if they had missed me.
Oh, no.
Imagine my surprise when I realized I was walking and talking with a complete stranger. Anyway, thank you for walking with me, and if you know who you are, please PM me so I can assure you I'm not a total nutcase, and maybe you can start walking with the group too. Sorry again. So awkward.
That's so embarrassing.
I wonder if she called her by the name, like, "Hey, Jody, what's up?"
And she's like,
She's like, "I'm just gonna let this.
yeah, just gonna let
I
that
just-
slide.
I'm just gonna be one of those people that's kind of like push it over, like, okay, guess I'm Jody now."
um, I don't know. I know you've shared that story before,
I have.
but I don't know if it was on an episode that we ended up nixing.
Well, I
So-
can share another one if you want.
No, you're good. That was great. It's okay to
I know I've
hear stories.
seen it a lot. I just don't. I don't remember. But yeah, there you go. If
Yeah.
if you haven't heard it, you heard it again.
Yeah.
Or it's new to you.
Yeah, I don't know if it was one that it ended up being in an episode where we had to redo or not, but I remember hearing it.
It's so hard to keep track.
It is. It really is.
Send in your neighborhood stories, guys.
People, please.
That is
come
my
on.
wish, is that one day we can just always tell listener neighborhood
Yeah,
stories.
that would be great. Come on, you guys. Get with the program. We all have crazy neighbors.
Yeah.
Tell us about
like,
'em.
Even like if your neighbors set their fireworks off in the middle of the night and you called the cops or something.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, you peed in the snow in their yard.
Yeah.
And made like a F-bomb hand thing. I don't know.
Did you use the doorbell ding dong ditch? Like, tell us about it.
Yeah, we want to know.
And you got caught?
Also, just regular listener stories. We want to hear it all, guys. So
Yeah.
send them in. wwtnpodcast@gmail.com.
Anyways.
In case you don't stick around for the ending spiel.
No.
Jody!
Please don't. No!
Tony! I feel like we need like a protective cover to go over it. Is it okay? It looks okay. I don't think he disturbed anything.
No, it doesn't look like he did. But
Just give him a slice of pizza. No. He's content now.
for now.
There you go. Now he's gonna be like, ooh, a cave. Oh, now he's gonna jump on top of it. There you go. That works.
I wish there was like a keyboard protected.
Yeah, like a clear case or something.
Yeah. Okay, that works. Goodness.
He instantly gets on it. He's such a jerk.
He really is.
Where's Leon?
Downstairs? There's food. So,
Oh. Is he trying to get into it?
I don't know, but he was eyeballing it. He can't get into it, so. All right. So I'm gonna tell you about Todd. I forgot to look up how to pronounce his name. Todd Kohlhepp. Clip.
Clip?
Todd Kohlhepp.
Clip. Clip.
It's Kohlhepp. So it'd be like Cole. Hep. Clip.
Clip.
Yeah.
Sure.
Todd Clip.
We don't know.
So Todd was born on March 7th, 1971 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to the parents of Regina and William Sampsell. His parents divorced when he was just 2 years old, and actually he didn't have much contact with his dad after that, his biological father, after the divorce. His mother remarried a year after the divorce, and his stepdad ended up adopting Todd in 1976.
Aw.
So,
That's kind of weird.
what?
We were just talking about that.
Oh, yeah. Todd was known to be aggressive at a young age. He would destroy other kids' property and hit other kids. And it may have been because he was actually being abused by his adoptive father.
Yeah.
So, His mom ended up divorcing his stepfather, and she ended up marrying another man.
She knew he was abusing him?
Yeah, and so
Okay.
she's like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And so she
Good.
left him. But he had legally adopted him.
Oh.
So he still had rights.
Some rights.
But he ended up just leaving. So,
Okay.
which was good. The mom ended up marrying another man, then divorcing him, and then marrying another man, or marrying that same man again. So she was just like all over the place. At 9, Todd was sent to a mental hospital for 3.5 months and was described as explosive and preoccupied with sexual content.
Oh my gosh.
And he was only 9.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you said 9, I'm like, why did he get sent to a mental hospital? Poor
Yeah.
baby.
He also was abusive to animals. He shot a dog with a BB gun.
No.
And he killed a fish by drowning it. Not drowning
What?
it, but
You
can't drown
like
a
do like
fish.
the air, like put it in the air, drowned it with air.
No,
Drowned.
He killed it with bleach.
Oh my. That's worse.
I know, but I wrote drowned it in bleach. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Why is that? Oh.
Because you can't drown a fish.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong. Okay. So his mom was struggling with controlling Todd. She knew that he was just not a great kid. So she decided, you know what, you can go live with your biological father. And so she sent him to go live with his dad in 1983. And his dad had a collection of guns and girlfriends.
Oh no.
His dad's gun collection rubbed off onto Todd, and he worked odd jobs to save up money and start his own gun collection. His dad and him bonded over blowing things up as well and making bombs.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds really fun.
It's giving great memories.
I too used to blow things up with fireworks.
Yeah.
It's a blast. Pun intended.
Hey. But unfortunately, that's as deep as their relationship got, was blowing things up and bonding over guns.
Blow some shit up, Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd ended up resenting his father for always spending time with his girlfriends, which caused Todd to start asking to go back to his mom's, but his mom was like, no, honey, you can't. I'm busy. Because she didn't want him.
Aww.
Well, he was a lot to handle, so
Yeah.
it's really sad, but she was like, no,
Yeah.
always making up reasons why he couldn't return to her. On November 25th, 1986, 2 days before Thanksgiving, Todd kidnapped a 14-year-old girl in Tempe, Arizona.
How old was he?
15.
Oh my god.
He was only 15 years old. He threatened her with a .22 revolver, brought her back to his home, tied her up, taped her mouth shut, and then raped her.
Oh no.
Todd. But he was a gentleman because he walked her back home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes it right.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 wrongs make a right. So he said he would kill her younger siblings if she told anyone what he did.
No. And of course, she's only 14, so
Yeah.
she's like...
But thankfully, she did tell somebody.
Okay, good girl.
Yeah. And he was charged with kidnapping, sexual assault, and committing a dangerous crime against children. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison and had to register as a sex offender.
Dang, that never happens.
What?
Rapists actually going to prison?
For 15
For a decent
years.
amount of time,
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. So at the time...
Was that Arizona?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Arizona's pretty tight on that kind of stuff.
I'm sure. At the time, he was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and actually had an above average IQ of 118.
Oh, that's never good.
Yeah. So the dude was smart.
You gotta be afraid of the smarty pants.
Yeah. But yet you're not afraid of me, and I don't understand why.
That's why.
So the judge in the case said Todd was a very bright man and should be advanced academically, but behaviorally and emotionally dangerous and likely never could likely could not be rehabilitated.
Okay.
So his mom actually wrote his probation officer explaining Todd felt guilty for his crime and asked the officer to be easy on him. Which, okay, so you won't take your son
Yeah,
back,
what?
but we're defending him?
Where's the line?
Where's the line where he ate up that napkin? How? Or was that Jesse?
Tony. It was probably Jesse. He was up. I've been watching him.
She must have gotten up and
yeah. She was over. I heard her collar moving quite a bit for a minute there.
Jesse.
I don't know, but maybe it was him though. He was in the trash last week.
That's true.
That was so funny.
This morning I was in the sunroom and I saw that Jesse had pooed in there. And I was like, oh, Jesse! And that's all I did. But, like, I was probably a little bit more aggressive, but not terrible. Because I don't want her to, like, be scared of me.
Yeah.
She stayed up in that room for, like, 2 hours.
She beat herself up.
She beat herself up bad.
That's how our dogs are, too. They'll, like, cower and, like, pout for, like, a day.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Mom. Or they'll be afraid to, like, walk around us, to tread super lightly. It's so annoying whenever we have to let them outside for the night because they won't walk past us until we like walk away from the door.
You're like, I don't abuse you.
And then like the minute they hit the doorway, they like run out of the door like Scooby Doo.
You're like, calm down.
All right,
I'm over it. Are you? You're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly, you still remember. Anyway.
So yeah, sorry.
She wanted him to be nice to him.
Yeah.
Easy on him.
Yeah, she wanted the probation officer to be easy on him.
Give him the time of day.
Yeah. So while in prison, Todd racked up a few violent acts.
Surprise.
Yeah, but once he turned 20, he was like, nope, 20 years old, new year, new me. He was like on the straight and narrow. He also earned a degree in computer science while in prison. At 30 years old, Todd was released from prison in 2001 and moved to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Do you know where that is?
Yeah.
Where his mom lived.
It's South Carolina. Not South Carolina. You're so white.
Okay, Brie.
South Carolina.
It's South Carolina.
South Carolina.
There's no O in there. It's South Carolina.
All my Carolinians out there.
Carolina.
It's Carolina.
Carolina.
We're lazy. We don't like pronouncing the whole thing. Pronouncing the whole thing. Georgia.
So.
North Carolina.
Georgia.
Florida.
Holt. Sounds like you're saying hope.
Hope. Who goes there? Sorry.
So he got a job as a graphic designer for 2 years and then in 2003 enrolled at the University of South Carolina upstate. One of his teachers claimed that he was a bright student and did not observe any violent streak. He graduated in 2008, me too, but from high school, and Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration Marketing. Despite being a registered sex offender, Todd managed to get his real estate license because he lied about his felony charges on the application.
You can't be a real estate agent if you're a sex offender?
It makes sense.
Man.
Well, I mean,
guess you're going inside a random house.
Yeah, and meeting all those people.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't do a lot of things.
When my dad was a real estate agent, we can go into any house that we wanted to. It was so cool.
I bet.
Yeah. And there's a lot of rich houses.
Oh, that would be so much fun. I love looking on Zillow. Yeah.
Super cool.
I
just thought of a great true crime story my dad could send in. Mental note.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So he also built his own real estate firm that had dozens of agents working for him. He also became the top-selling agent in the Carolina region. He also went off, this is like a little brag post for him, I guess, or brag corner. He went off and got his pilot license and purchased several properties out of state. In May of 2014, he purchased nearly 100 acres of land located in an
Dang.
area 9 miles from the community of Moore for $305,632 and fenced the whole
Holy
thing,
cow.
which cost him $80,000.
Oh my
to do.
gosh.
Which
I like
don't.
that you got the cost in there.
Oh, I had to.
Yeah. Like,
I want to know. I wanted
Yeah.
to know how much it costs to do that.
yeah.
It was
That's a lot of fence.
bananas. That's a lot of fence.
It's like a zoo.
That's
You could put some zoo animals in there.
you really could.
Yeah.
You probably fenced in a couple deer and pigs.
Yeah. Pigs.
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 Oil.
Oh.
This is a fun game for me.
And now I'm not getting made fun of for talking.
But you know what? That's how your accent is, and that's okay.
I'm not ashamed of it.
I know you're not. I'm ashamed I said that. Many of Todd's friends and coworkers said that Todd was very hardworking. He would sometimes act creepy. Like, one of the bankers he worked with said that he would catch Todd watching porn at work.
Oh, that's not.
I mean, it
okay.
is his own firm.
I mean,
But,
yeah, but you should probably do that at home. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. You do whatever you want to do, but do it in the privacy of your own home.
one lady said that he was super nice, but would sometimes say something. He would sometimes say something sexual in their conversation,
Ew.
which would rub her the wrong way. He would find a reason to bring up his firearm collection, like at any chance he got. But then some people, so like people are saying that he's nice, but then other people were like, no, he was incredibly rude and was always angry and condescending. So I guess it just depended on who you
Right.
talked to and probably if you're a woman or not.
Yeah.
And then a Waffle House that he would frequent in Rosebud.
Oh God, I miss Waffle House.
His behavior creeped out the waitresses so much that the male cook, ended up just starting taking his orders because he just was too creepy for the waitresses.
Jeez, that's bad.
Yeah.
Because like especially at Waffle House, they're used to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're getting all the drunks in and stuff.
Yeah.
But like this guy comes in, they're like, oh nope,
we don't serve him
Creepy
anymore.
McGee, go get him. You're up.
So this is why I wanted to share this story, because I don't know why I don't know how to say this without sounding awful. I think it's funny. But there's a profile on Amazon with the name of Me. That was the person's name, was Me. And if you click on the profile, it's linked to Todd's wish list on Amazon.
What?
So the items under the Me account had a list of reviews that they had made, and here are a few other reviews.
Wait, you jerk face. I can get it.
We got to make sure that it.
It's hooked up.
Yeah. No, it's still hooked up, I think.
Still in the right.
Yeah.
You little shithead.
Such a butthead.
Sorry, Candy.
I like that post that you made about trying to find different words to say.
Oh yeah. Sugar honey ass tea.
Okay, so what was your question?
So he had like a Amazon wish list, like for him.
Yeah, so it was his wish list,
Okay.
but the account was like, so you know how you can label the wish list?
Yeah.
It was under his name,
Okay.
but the Amazon account, review account, or Amazon account the name was Me.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So like the name of the list was his name,
Yes.
but the account itself was Me.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So here's a few of these reviews. For a Pentagon fixed blade, I'm just gonna I'm gonna say the name of the item and then the review. So for a Pentagon fixed blade, haven't stabbed anyone yet, but I am keeping the dream alive, and when I do, it will be a quality tool like this.
Okay. You
For
know, I guess he'll be putting a second review in there whenever he uses it.
follow up, yeah.
Yeah.
So for stroke gas chainsaw, works excellent getting the neighbor to stand still while you chase him. With chase him is hard enough without having an easy to use chainsaw.
What?
For a hidden shackle padlock, works great. Also, if someone
What?
talks back, go old school on them by putting this in a sock and beating them.
What? You know this is not normal, right?
They will not appreciate the hardened steel like you will. Works great on shipping containers too.
What?
So for some sort of I don't know what type of it said like the type of
Is
magazine
this
clip.
online that you could see?
I think they've been removed by now.
Okay.
Because this was
What?
a while ago. But there's screenshots. If you like Google it, you can see the screenshots of it. So for a magazine clip, works great on Magpul 762 as pictured. Save your hands.
What?
High security padlock set. Now my locks have locks. Place is Hotel California now.
What?
For combat application tourniquet. Haven't used it. Hope I don't. Meaning like hope I don't need to.
Yeah, I hope I don't get stabbed by my victim in the leg and I don't need a tourniquet.
Yeah. For a folding shovel. Keep in your car when you have to hide the bodies.
Oh, what?
And you left the full-size shovel at home.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
This is awful. This part does not come with a midget. Which would have been nice.
You know, they just don't make them like that anymore.
Nope. Another padlock. Solid locks have 5 on a shipping container. Won't stop them, but sure will slow them down till they're too old to care. What? A survivalist medical.
What?
Yeah. A survivalist medical desk reference book. Hope I never need it, but I got it. And an LED weapon light mount. Own 3 of these. Excellent. So, if you haven't caught on, he's reviewing the items that he is purchasing from Amazon that he's using on his victims. And this Todd is known as the Amazon review killer.
Oh.
So,
that's not good, but
No.
I what?
yeah.
You just put everything on there.
You just
like,
blast it. But, like, when you're reading it, like, I make jokes like that. You make jokes like...
Yeah, because there are a lot of funny Amazon reviews, too.
Yeah. But this guy is, like, being serious, and people are taking it as a joke, I'm sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
They're probably like, oh, get a look at this. Like,
Yeah.
this is hilarious.
So, on August 31st, Kayla Brown and her boyfriend, Charles David Carver, were reported missing. Their last known location was on one of Todd's properties where they were hired to remove brush. So they were reported missing, but what led interest into their disappearance was when there were posts on Charles' Facebook account that was just like they're odd, out of character for Charles. So they're like, let's look in to see where this guy is, like where they were last supposed to be.
I wonder what the posts were.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
or I like chocolate.
That's a weird thing to post. I think I did that.
seriously, be quiet. Come on. Come on. Come on. I thought when she yelled Audrey scared me. I was like, oh no, she's hurt. Oh crap, you must like do some damn force at that wall.
I didn't know.
Shit.
I didn't know. Like, I just went like
I wonder
that.
if it was just the clock and the
And
clock
then-
like made the TV go down.
Probably.
Natural disaster over here. Or Amy disaster. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everyone's fine. The kids are fine.
And more importantly, Jesse's fine. So, yeah. I don't know. It was just out of character for him.
Okay.
So, on November 3rd, 2016, Kayla was found chained to the wall inside a metal storage container on Todd's property.
Oh my gosh.
And a few days later, her boyfriend's body was found in a shallow grave on the property. He had been shot several times, and their vehicle was found in a ravine covered in brush.
Oh my gosh.
Todd's mother's response to him killing the boyfriend was, he was shot for having a really smart mouth. Let's make excuses for your murder child.
Wait.
She said the Charlie was shot because he had a smart mouth. And Todd shot him.
That doesn't make your son look good.
Yeah.
Or you.
Yeah, why are we defending him?
Yeah.
And then she also said that Todd kept Kayla captive because she did not do anything wrong and didn't want to hurt her, but had to keep her because she witnessed Todd shoot Charles.
Your chance for being there for your son is long gone.
Yeah.
Like he's done. Like
Yeah.
you missed it.
Yeah, and it just makes you look icky.
Yeah.
So he also raped her several times and showed her the graves and other bodies
Ew.
to intimidate her to stay.
Oh my gosh.
So 2 days later, after being interrogated, Todd led the police to a site where 2 more bodies were found. The victims were Johnny Coxey and his wife, Megan McGraw. Both had been reported missing in December of 2015,
Jeez.
so this was the year prior. And they were both shot several times. The couple were hired by Todd to work on his property, and they were only able to be identified by their tattoos.
Jeez.
Yeah. Todd then told police about murders that he had committed back in 2003.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He was younger. He was a lot younger then.
Yeah, he had just gotten out of prison.
Okay. So he was an adult.
By 2 years.
Right.
Yeah. So, on November 6th, inside of a motorbike shop called Superbike Motorsports in Chesney, 4 victims were shot. The owner, Scott Ponder, the manager, Brian Lucas, the mechanic, Chris Sherbert, and the bookkeeper, Beverly Guy, the owner's mother. He had gone in through the back, shot the mechanic while he was working, then killed Beverly in the showroom. He walked over to the main doorway where he killed the manager and then shot the owner to death in the parking lot.
Gosh.
And this had gone, like, it was a cold case. It had not been solved at all until he admitted to it.
So crazy that he didn't get caught.
I know. The owner's wife said that Todd had been in their shop multiple times and was not a happy customer. This was kind of funny. He had attempted to return a motorcycle there that he had purchased, but the employees had laughed at him and would not allow him to return it, and was embarrassed. And they embarrassed him for not knowing how to ride a motorcycle. So that was the words from his mother. Obviously, the wife isn't gonna say like, "Oh yeah, we embarrassed him," but that's what his mom said,
There's
making
an
an excuse. Yep. So obviously, Todd was arrested. And he only confessed to those other murders in exchange for being allowed to talk to his mommy, give her a photograph, and transfer money to the college fund of a friend's child, which is interesting that he would. I mean, obviously he knows he's going away for a long time, but
like, why would you give money to a child?
I don't know.
Is it your child?
Oh, I didn't even think about
Maybe he
that.
raped her.
Ew.
Sorry.
You're so right, though. When he met with his mom, that's when he confessed to the other killings and kidnapping. So the motorcycle shop killings were known to the public, but one, because obviously, like a lot of times, murders will confess to murders that they didn't do. Um, but they didn't know, the public didn't know that all those people were shot one time in the
Oh
forehead,
my god.
and that's what he said to them. So that was the way that they were able to link him to those murders.
Right.
Multiple weapons were found on Todd's property, lots of guns and
So he
silencers.
couldn't have been making it up. It was
Correct.
likely that he wasn't making it up.
Correct, because he told something that the
He
public
knew
didn't know.
how they died.
Yeah. Multiple weapons were found on Todd's property, lots of guns and silencers. Since he was unable to obtain guns because he was a convicted felon, the police were like, he obviously purchased these guns illegally, which, shocker.
Yeah.
How did he get these weapons? Dustin Lawson was an acquaintance of Todd's, and in 2012 to 2016, he sold at least 12 guns, 5 silencers to Todd. When he would purchase them, he obviously lied and said that they were for himself. And Dustin pled guilty to 36 federal firearm charges and was sentenced to 8 years and 3 months in prison. And he's scheduled to be released on November 12th, 2024.
He got time.
Yeah, like they really like. I
Did a good job.
did a really good job in this story of
Justice.
getting justice
Yeah.
for
Everybody got in trouble.
Yep. Todd also confessed to his mother that there were more victims, and when she asked how many, he stated, "You don't have enough fingers," which is so sad.
Oh my gosh.
And he said that he did kill somebody in Arizona when he was there when he was a child.
Oh my gosh.
A teenager. So the Temp Police Department started an investigation into Todd's claim that he said to his mom, focusing on cold cases between the time Todd would have been living in Arizona with his father. However, there's been no definitive link between Todd and the killings that had been established.
Right.
In December of 2017, Todd wrote to the Spartanburg Herald Journal claiming he had more victims that had not been discovered. Relatives of the motor shop shooting filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Todd, and on December 1st, Kayla filed a civil lawsuit against him. I mean, the guy has money.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Yeah.
On May 26, 2017, Todd pled guilty to 7 counts of murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of criminal sexual assault, and was sentenced to 7 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole.
Jeez.
Which was he pled guilty as a plea bargain to prevent him from the death penalty.
Okay.
And in August 2020, some of Todd's belongings went up for auction, and the money from the auction was donated to the victim families.
Oh, good. I love when that happens.
Yeah, me too. Just like stick it to the man, the murderer man.
So he's still alive. He's not getting the he didn't get the death penalty.
No, he didn't get because he pled guilty as a bargain.
Right.
But so he is living life in jail.
Where?
I knew you were gonna ask me this. I don't know where.
I only asked because you said South Carolina.
Well, in this articles that I was reading, it said, but I didn't write it. I don't know why. Normally I do.
That was a good one.
And another thing is, a lot of times that they end up transferring them out of state.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So to prevent, like, if people hear about it in the news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he might be somewhere else.
Dang, that was a good one.
Yeah.
The
Amazon review killer.
That just blows my mind that he posted all that.
Yeah.
On it, and no one. But like you said, like people could be playing it off like it's a joke. Like
yeah.
Like I would think it would be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have sick minds to some extent, guys. So yeah. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, like,
it's not funny when it actually happened. Like, there's a reason behind it, like a real reason.
Yeah.
So,
That's wild. That's a
yep.
good one. I liked it.
Thank you.
Um,
Tell me a spooky story.
yeah. So since this week was everybody's first week of school, I hadn't done it. I don't think I've done a haunted school yet.
I don't think you have, but then I'm not positive about anything right
I'm not
now.
sure. I don't know. There aren't a lot of haunted schools out there.
I hope
Or
not.
it's hard to find a haunted school, I guess. I should say there's probably a lot of haunted schools, but they probably don't let people go in there and like investigate
Oh,
them
yeah.
because of it looks bad, I guess.
Wasn't a mental hospital you did? Didn't it used to be a school at one point?
Nope.
Never mind.
Sorry. Nope. I know they had kids at a lot of the mental hospitals where they had like a kids' children's room. It was decorated for Christmas. I think it was Rolling Hills Asylum.
I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, I don't think I've done a school.
Carry on.
Carry on. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
So I'm going to tell you about the Lady on the Hill, aka El Paso High School, home of the Tigers. Rawr, rawr. So the El Paso High School was built in 1916, becoming the first school in El Paso and the oldest continuously operating high school in the city.
So it's still a school.
Yeah. It sits along the mountainside overlooking the whole city, which is why they gave her the nickname Lady on the Hill. The school occupies 9.5 acres of land, and it was designed with a Greco-Roman architecture. Has like tall pillars on the outside and like marble floors inside.
Whoa.
It's a super fancy looking freaking school. Like it is so fancy.
They
It looks
put
like
some
one
money
that would
into
be
it.
yeah. It's like one that would be featured in a movie or something, and you're like, no one goes to a school like that.
Right.
And it's 4 stories too.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it built whenever it was whenever it was built, it costed around $500,000, which would be around $13,590,642
Jeez.
and 20 cents. 20 cents is important.
That is very important.
So that's what it would be like today. Like that's an expensive school.
There is not one state in this country that would spend that much on a school right now.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I feel like that would be stupid.
Well, it wouldn't
It's
be
not.
stupid.
It's not. It's
but
not stupid.
They would think it's stupid.
Yeah.
They'd be like, do it the cheapest way as possible I can save money.
It's expensive when you think about like all the stuff that you're going to have to add into it. Like, boards and like books and stuff. So I mean, schools are already like low on money, so they always get the bottom of the totem pole, I guess.
Yep.
So the ground floor, I said it's 4 stories. The ground floor is like below the street level. The second floor is at street level, and it goes all the way to the 4th.
So there's a basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always. Lastly, the school has a gigantic stadium. Like a concrete stadium.
Oh.
And it can seat 12,000 people.
That's so many people.
Huge. It's like you see this giant high school like on top of this mountain area with all these pillars, and then in front of it you see this like concrete stadium under like in the ground.
Oh, that's cool.
Gorgeous.
What's
so pretty.
Okay, what's this Lady on the Hill?
Yeah. Look it up. El Paso High School.
Okay.
So, it was the first one of that size built in the country. So not long after opening in 1922, the school was actually renamed Sam Houston High School temporarily by the Ku Klux Klan, or I guess it was voted by them. I don't know how it all worked.
That's cringy.
And it was named after the governor Sam Houston. However, a year later, it was protested to be changed back. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal was with the Ku Klux Klan. I don't know. I don't know how they got the rights to do that, but.
This is okay. I'm sorry. This is not how I pictured the school.
Isn't that a pretty high school?
It is so
it's
gorgeous.
So pretty. Like I bet a lot of people go there to get like pictures done.
No kidding.
It's really fancy.
How is this? There's no way.
It's a $13 million high school.
It looks like a university.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a
yeah. That's what I thought too. It looks like a college. That's what I thought too.
yeah,
Like a
it
really nice, prestigious college,
yeah, one of the one like a
like Harvard or
yeah.
Princeton or something. I don't know.
Wow, I want my kid to go to school here, but not
Yeah,
in El Paso.
not in El Paso. So also the school was the first in the state to offer foreign language classes, music classes, and also have an ROTC program, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
In 1980, the El Paso High School was placed on the National Register, and uh, yeah. So, being that this school is over 100 years old, it has many stories and many
Sure.
legends. Some true, some may not be.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go over them.
Okay.
So, these are just some strange things that have happened here or may have happened here. Evidently, the school's basement was used as a morgue due to overflow of corpses during the Second World War and the Spanish flu outbreak of 1918.
Okay, that makes sense, but
Yeah, that's fun. Don't mind. There's dead people downstairs. Just don't go down there. Cool.
the biology class is on the. You were just playing with it. Go look for it. On the left, you'll see the biology class. On the left, you'll find the biology class. On the right, this is Professor Spencer's classroom. And then if you go down those stairs right there is when all the don't mind those.
Don't mind the smell.
Don't mind the smell.
It's fine.
It's just the Spanish flu.
It's fine. It's fine. Also, wear a mask.
Also wear a mask. Hazmat suit.
Yeah. Also, back in 1920, there was a bad snowstorm which locked the teachers and students in the school because the roads were unsafe to go into. So they kind of had like a lock-in, which is pretty
That's
freaking
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
I would love that to happen to me when I was in a mall. I would just love to stay the night in a mall or a Walmart or something and
That
just
would
go
be
play with
fun.
everything.
Yeah.
Just go play. I just want to go play.
I just want to go play.
That's like my dream. I want to get locked into like a giant convenience store. JC Penney maybe. Anyway, if we
You're
could rent
such a dork.
if we could rent one out one day, that would be cool. So,
you know what?
bucket
JC
list.
Penney's would be fun because then you could sleep on the beds.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they have like the camp setups and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, that
Games,
would be so much
TVs.
fun if you were able to like use the stuff, like
Yeah.
open
Or
it
you
up
could
and
just
play
be
board
locked in
games.
an entire mall and take advantage of like the food court.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. See? Now everybody else has the same idea. So
Mall lock-in.
mall walk-in. What's with the neighbors mall walk-in? 2030 vision board.
2030.
I gotta give some time. We gotta make sure we have a mall that's actually open to do this in.
Correct. And willing to let us do that.
Yes. Okay. So they were bored during it, and so they decided to explore the school. The people that were in there,
Yeah.
and so they went into the school basement and they found some tunnels. Down there was a brick wall that was kind of like crumbling. So they're like, "Hey, let's try to get into it." So
No.
they were able to break through and crawl in, and they found. Wait for it. This one freaks me out the most.
No.
It's not what you're thinking. It's worse. They found two completely sealed off classrooms that were still set up with desks and books. And one of them even had like stuff in there from when students had been in there. Like it was all perfectly set up. There were like candy wrappers on the floor, Coke
What?
bottles, algebra notes, personal belongings, and the other one was just like completely like set up for students with nothing in there. But they were just set up and blocked off. No one goes down there or anything. No one
So
knows
this
why.
was down in the basement.
Yeah, it's
behind
still there
a
apparently
crumbled
too.
wall.
Yeah. They don't know why. They have no idea why. Isn't that weird?
That's really freaky.
Like, are they using it for like an experiment or something? Are they like experimenting on children in there? And like, I don't know. I just think of Stranger Things, like with 11, and maybe they're doing some stuff like that during the Cold War and stuff.
I could like think like maybe it was like they were hiding but they did classroom.
Yeah.
Like had a class, but
Well, they say that the tunnels are down there because of it was like a bomb shelter during the World War.
interesting.
So I mean that makes sense. But like, why do you have classrooms down there that are just like completely set up and
Yeah.
they haven't been cleaned? Like,
That's so
pick
weird.
up the baby Ruth.
Pick up the baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Hold on a second. You guys need to get out of the hallway.
Please be nice to my friend.
Audrey left it open.
Oh, is it open?
And no, because we can pick up that sound.
Thank you. You're a scholar. Kind gent. It's rumored that in 1922, a
Sorry.
teenage girl, you're fine, committed suicide by slitting her wrist and throwing herself off the balcony.
No, honey.
Yeah. Another story, another teenage girl, a cheerleader, apparently committed suicide also by jumping off the fourth floor bathroom after her boyfriend dumped her the night before prom. Yeah.
She jumped
out the bathroom window.
Oh, out the bathroom window. Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. Prom. Like, why would you dump your girlfriend before prom the night before? What a jerk.
Because he had plans to go with someone else, I'm assuming.
Because she wasn't going to give him the hanky-panky afterwards.
Probably.
And he found Susie Miss Slutworth, and she's
Susie
like,
Miss
hey, I'll give it to you. Sorry.
We do not slut shame in this
She's like,
room.
I'm saving myself for marriage. And he's like, all right, fine. I'll go find someone else then.
Susie will.
Well, Susie wears
Bones.
nylons.
Nylons.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was like
Susie
back in the day.
showed me her ankles.
Yeah. Not that back in the day, but yeah. It also in the late 1970s or early 80s, a former track coach named Danny McKillop had returned to the school after late night after a track meet. And while getting his possessions together and all the team was like getting everything together,
Yeah.
he had heard the Tiger Fight song going on.
Aww.
And he's like, okay, the team's cheering. He could hear people cheering like a pep rally.
Yeah.
And he heard it all coming from the second floor in the auditorium. So upon investigating, he went to the second floor. Everything was dark. And then he reached the doors to the auditorium. And when he grabbed them, they were locked.
Uh-huh.
And the sound stopped.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yes.
What?
Sorry, I sniffled at the microphone.
You're fine.
I'm getting congested.
Brie, you're fine. Do you need to go blow your nose?
No.
Okay.
I'm almost done.
I wasn't complaining when I said that.
Oh no, I know. I'm just I'm more aware of it now because I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Also, at some point during a football game, a player broke his neck and died, and many claim to see him running along the field.
You're going to repeat that part. What, Rick? Rick!
If you need to go out there, you can.
No. Go ahead and repeat that part where he broke his neck. Nope, here he comes.
Yeah.
You answer when you're called.
We're trying to
did you say
record
Bree?
this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Do you like hot wings?
It'll
What are
probably
you
clear
eating,
my
Alice?
sinuses.
Because I was going to say if you want to try one.
Alice,
they're
what are
hot
you eating?
now.
Are they really hot?
I don't think so.
Like
They're
spicy?
Alice,
from
what are
the
you
shop
eating?
down the road.
I'll try one. Do you have ranch?
Yeah, I was going to say if you want to. I have blue cheese.
Ew, that's
I
gross.
don't have ranch. But I was going to say if you want to try one before they get cold.
We have ranch.
They're pricey. They're like $14.
Oh no, I don't
Where'd
want
you
them.
get
You eat them.
No, he's offering you. So.
Wingmans?
Oh.
Wingmans.
Yeah.
Is
What
it on
took you
base?
so long?
I went to Ryan's
Yeah.
and then he never showed up or answered my call or my text.
How rude.
I was thinking you were talking to him.
So then I went to Wingmans, which is by the Honey Pot. You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
by Honey Pot?
Yeah, it's in the same parking lot.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm offering. Do you want to try
There's a
it?
fucking wing place right there?
And there's funnel cake too,
What the fuck?
and a bunch of other good food.
Are you so serious?
Yes. So do
The
you
Honey
wanna
Pot
try
that's
it?
on Badger.
Yeah. So do you want?
I don't want. I want a goddamn funnel cake, man.
There's funnel cake. Too.
What?
So
You
many
got
good-
funnel
It just
cake?
came out of the fryer. If you want some.
I'm so sorry. I'm screaming. I'll try one when I'm done. I'm almost done.
It's gonna go cold.
We're almost done. It's okay. I don't mind cold stuff. I eat my pizza cold.
Me too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He always offers me food.
Oh.
Thank you. All right. Sorry, guys. I was getting offered food. I like food. So did I already get through the football game one? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I
So
want you to repeat it. Or
I can't remember if I repeated it or not. I'll just repeat it again. So at some point during a football game, a player broke his neck and
oh my
died,
gosh.
and many claimed to see him running on the field,
Oh,
which is
honey.
really sad. Whenever I was in high school, I went to Niceville High School
I just
for
saw
my
that on the
freshman.
map earlier.
Niceville?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there for my freshman year, and
Are people nice there?
that's what everybody asks. No, people are not nice there.
I knew it.
Sorry, people are so nice there, but a lot of the upper class kids went there who lived in
Oh.
Destin, and I always felt out of place because they all had like fancy things and I didn't.
Yeah.
But a guy named Taylor Haugen died during a football game. He
Oh,
like ruptured his
no.
spleen. Really sad. But there's a foundation for him and everything too.
Oh,
right
that's
now.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really sad. um, blah, blah, blah. While doing renovations to the auditorium, workers removed the steps, like to redo it.
Mm-hmm.
They removed the steps leading to the stage, and underneath the steps were 1 or 2 books per step. Which, like, how would they get under there? First of all, because they're completely underneath the step, like
Yeah.
underneath like nails and wood and everything. And it ended up being an entire set of Catholic encyclopedias.
Oh, interesting.
Odd. Someone's like, bless these steps.
Bless
Do not
these
do
steps."
anything here. While at a while there was a basketball practice going on in the gym, 2 sealed doors leading to the tunnels suddenly slammed open. No wind or anything. So to prevent this from happening, the coach had ended up putting like a bench in front of it
Yeah.
just to keep them open, and they ended up continuing to
Oh my
move,
gosh.
and the bench ended up getting thrown like 3 feet away from the door.
What the heck?
It would scare the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I guess he like ended practice too. After that, he's like, "Okay, we're done."
You know what? That's
Somebody doesn't want us here. It's the ghost turn to play. Some paranormal occurrences. So the school doesn't really allow paranormal investigators to come, I guess, but some local ones have gone there. I watched a couple people on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
So they've gotten a couple of small things, but it's mostly like student and teachers accounts.
Oh, okay.
So while at the school late one night, a teacher saw a girl in an old blue dress, and it looked to be from like a prom in the 40s or 50s. And she was standing in
Oh.
the hall, and he went to tell her that she needed to leave. She's not supposed to be there. And whenever he approached her, she faded away. And they're like, maybe that's the girl who committed
girl.
suicide who was supposed to go to prom.
Maybe she got her prom.
I know. Poor girl.
I know.
People have claimed to see a girl walking up the stairwell to the balcony and falling off the balcony.
Oh my.
So many of people claim this, that they actually blocked off the hallway going there.
Oh,
Like an entire
permanently?
floor. Yeah. You can get into it, but it's hard. Like you have to know how to get into it, but it's blocked off.
So it's an entire floor?
Yeah, yeah. It's an entire. I think it's the 3rd floor because it goes to the 4th floor balcony.
Whoa.
So, yeah. So essentially, it's like 2 floors, I guess.
Yeah. Or maybe they blocked off
Or
that
maybe
whole wing.
maybe it's the hallway leading to the 4th
Yeah.
floor. Yeah, I think it is, or the stairway to the 4th floor. In 1986, the graduation class that year took a picture, and mixed in with the students and teachers ended up like they saw a faded like young woman in white. And no one knows who she was, and she didn't appear in the picture until it was actually developed. So like
Whoa.
the negative picture, like because you
Yeah.
take the picture and like it's negative, and then you develop it and it's
Positive.
positive, developed.
Yeah.
They didn't see anyone in there before until they processed it, and the picture's actually up in the trophy case there too.
Whoa.
So she's like really fuzzy and faded, and people don't know who she was, and they didn't see her there.
That's crazy.
Hi, baby. Also, people have heard sounds of pep rallies and other activities in the gym. You can hear the tiger fight song. Many people have claimed to have heard it.
I hate that so much. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Rah, rah, ree, kick him in the knee. Rah, rah, ras, kick him in the other knee. A paranormal group.
I don't think that's how that song goes. Sorry.
My pop used to always say that. Borderland Paranormal investigated the school. It's like a smaller paranormal group, I guess.
Yeah.
And he claimed that while they once were there, they caught something in the window, and I guess it made like the news.
Oh.
I couldn't find it though.
Oh.
And also he had said that he was using like an app to talk with ghosts.
Oh.
And he was getting direct responses with who he believed was the girl the prom girl, the prom queen. Apparitions have been spotted in the windows, especially on the third floor, and slamming doors have happened are off. Sorry, I don't do good when I'm sick.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
You guys need to be quiet. That's not gonna help.
I literally have like 3 more bullets.
You're good.
Slamming doors often occur. Full body apparitions are often seen. And that's it. That's the story of the El Paso High School.
Oh my god.
AKA the Lady on the Hill.
I want to go there. That's so beautiful.
It is
we should
so
do a
pretty.
podcast show there. Live show.
Yeah. In El Paso.
Yeah.
It's a big city.
It's such a pretty school. Like that's so crazy how it looks like a university.
Yeah,
like Harvard.
it definitely does. It looks like an ancient university.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
it's very pretty.
Do you want to hear a neighborhood story?
I guess. Yes.
So this is from Facebook. Across the street, across the street, my neighbor feeds. Well, how did I word this? I just like copied and pasted it, but it looks like the words got like jumbled. The neighbor across the street feeds the stray cats outside. After he empties the food on their plate, he runs his fingers inside of the can and licks the remaining cat food off of his fingers.
Ew.
Ew.
Gross.
That sounds gross.
Is that all?
That's it.
Ew. That's so gross.
They're just like making a statement like,
They're like,
yeah, my neighbor is weird.
Is there something wrong here?
My neighbor's eating cat food.
Gross. I mean, cat food's not bad, but, you know, it is bad. It's bad now that I'm a grown-up. But, you know, when I was a kid, that shit was good. It's got all the nutrition you
All
need.
right. So, Brie was deprived as a child and had to eat cat food because...
Come here. Look at him. He's so cute.
Isn't he cute when he does that?
That was so cute. We're gonna head out. You know where to listen if you don't by now. We're on Spotify. Hi, and Leon says goodbye. Meow. We're on Spotify, Google, Amazon, iTunes, and if you rate and review us, we really appreciate that. You can do that on Spotify and iTunes. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, and that's at WWTN Podcast. We also have a Facebook group, which we are super fun in. We have some exclusive limited edition items in there right now that we are offering to sell to people. So if you're not in that group, get in it, get in on the fun, have a good time. And we have a website, what'swiththeneighbors.com.
And on there, you can find a link to everything that she just mentioned, including a link to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/what'swiththeneighbors.
WWTN podcast. Every week.
/what'swiththeneighbor. /WWTN podcast. And for if you want to be on the donor bus for $3 a month, you can get our episodes early along with exclusive content. And for $5 a month, you can get exclusive content and our videos unedited and videoed.
You get it all.
So that's it.
Choo-choo.
Yep. Be on that donor bus right there. And you miss a lot of content when you aren't
Yeah.
a Patreon donor.
Yeah, especially last week's.
Yeah, last week.
And you get a lot of cat action as well.
Lots of cat action. You get a lot of, you can get exclusive episodes that we haven't had on the podcast.
Yeah.
So, or on the other streaming platforms. So, check it out. Feel free to slide into our DMs with any questions, comments, or story suggestions. Once a month, we strive to do listener stories. Paranormal, neighborhood, true crime. We want to hear it. Tell us about it. And that's at, send those to wwtnpodcast@gmail.com. And have you checked in on the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors?
Bring
Amy out.
Oh, Jesse, come on.
I got you.
Okay. Thank you. The cat is stressing me out right now. Oh, say hi to your fur babies for us.
Meow.
Meow. It's not skin babies this week.
Not skin babies. None for you, Gretchen Wieners.
That was like our fastest one we've done in a while.
Sorry.